1 of the Epstein rabbit hole. This is like no other rabbit hole you have ever encountered. We are going to go on a journey, and this trip will take us not only underground where shadowy creatures linger, but this vortex will suck us under the ocean and through the turbulent bodies of water surrounded by metaphors. We will encounter a massive octopus with 8 arms. It has no boundaries. The suction cups are so powerful that you will wonder how far they reach. From the Federal Reserve to Congress to the Capitol, across the pond to Buckingham Palace, and even to the White House. Hold your breath, because every brave Navy SEAL that ever wore this uniform knows that the ocean is deep and the octopus is everywhere. But this sea creature that was spawned in hell is not so white, and he's not so clean. It was an illusion. On this voyage beneath the sea, protected by the walls of the vortex metaphor, we will hear names like the Bronfman family, Les Wexner, the Hoffenberg Pyramid, the Shapiro gangland hit, Jean-Luc Brunel. In the dungeon of hell, the system is spiraling out of control. But you will be safe in the vortex, protected by 55 angels. All is well. And not even the Pope himself can save this dying octopus. It is a dead creature swimming in an ocean of corruption that stretches from Reagan country to Roy Cohn's eastern seaboard swamp. The Maxwell family, the Mossad family, the Wall Street family, subpar European nobility, fallen American monarchs. Is there no entity out there that does not have suction marks littering their weak, drained body? We will soon find out. The military's torn. The generals must decide on what the orders are. The senators in the swamp have led Trump to believe that he is safe. In reality, the senators are waiting instructions from the Board of Generals. 3 years ago, the military board decided that Hillary Clinton could not be president because she gave away our secrets to China and much, much more. They chose Trump as a lesser evil. They thought they could control him, but Trump dismissed the supervising generals, an act of disrespect. Now Trump is a liability. The Epstein situation is imploding. The whole grandfathered in institutions. The elites are panicking, and they are frantically depending on the military board of generals to give the orders to the senators to remove Trump in the final impeachment process. The danger, of course, is a mass rebellion by the Trump evangelical base, which tears the country further apart. Yes, the military generals and the board of directors truly have a complex problem on their hands. So as we begin our journey down the rabbit hole, there are as many twists and turns and illusions as there are rocks in this huge wall. So how do you put it all together? How do you complete the puzzle? Well, that's easy. One stone at a time. We cannot let all the names and the entities and the illusions fog our brain. No, we must put this puzzle together. We must build this wall one stone at a time. And before you know it, the story begins to unfold, and it starts to look like a beautiful, complete wall where we have an understanding. Why don't we start off with the 8-pointed medal that is so pathetically pinned on this stolen valor criminal's chest? He is truly a piece of dog shit. But we must start with that medal right there in the middle. You will notice that it is the main medal. It is right in the middle. It has 8 points to the star. What does it mean? This is the first metaphor that we shall decipher. They were at a party where the royals understand silly medals like this. Epstein was sending a subtle message. In the 18th century, Epstein's people would have used an 8-pointed star like this quite often back then. But what does it mean? The 8-pointed star represents regeneration, superabundance. For example, 8 people were saved on Noah's Ark. Epstein was trying to represent himself as God, and you entered into his covenant by way of 8 stars. The same way that a child enters God's covenant on his 8th day via circumcision. Yes, this 8-pointed star represents a metaphor that you were coming before Epstein and he was going to be the regeneration. You were going to be under his umbrella and he was going to have superabundance. Epstein was playing God, and this 8-pointed star was his way of showing it metaphorically.